So I wanted to do a video starting with the new update because there's been a new update to Rules of Survival and it's changing a lot of stuff to try and make the game a bit more optimized. So they changed the duo limit to 60. I think that's actually increasing those number of teams that you can have in squad and duo matches. Adjusted move speed while shooting, so now you can you won't be able to run as quickly while shooting, which means it's easier to try and fire back at someone who's scoped in or is trying to shoot at you. Fall damage. Now you can't jump off a freaking roof and survive. There is actually fall damage in the game. Unbelievable. That's really, I think most people probably won't like that, but I think it adds a certain level of realism that was definitely needed. Greatly reduced damage jumping off a moving vehicle. Okay, sometimes you accidentally jump out of a vehicle and just die instantly, which is nice. Increased spawn rates of backpacks and body armor. I can actually find a backpack at the start of the game, hopefully. Some optimization to vehicle control and handling. I know a lot of people were complaining about how hard cars and things were to control. Optimized lobby and parachute slowdown. I'm hoping what that means is that when you jump and press a parachute, because you know when I used to pop my parachute early, I was assuming that it would allow me to get further. I often found that I just ended up going shorter distances because I wasn't really slowing down when I popped the parachute properly. So maybe this is going to allow us to go further distances when we pop the parachute early. Left-hand cancel throw function, that's for the grenade, I assume. Optimized movement, position changes, jumping in scope view, and increased open scope speed. So that's cool. So it allows you to scope in a little bit more quickly, and obviously be able to move when you're in the scope as well a bit more effectively. Increased aim assist effectiveness, distance, and scope mode. I don't really know how what that means. I don't know because I've never really felt what aim assist actually does because I kind of aim myself most of the time. But hey, I'm sure it's good for people who can't aim. Added a weather system, so now we're going to have a little bit more interest in the games. We're going to have foggy, dusk, and dawn, so lots of different weather systems coming through. That's really, really cool. And now you can get 200 gold, so you get the gold when you complete a daily match, which means obviously you can go towards getting those cool chests. Added a cool 3D effect to the login screen. Obviously, it's always really fun. Bicycles. Oh my word, there's bicycles. Faster than running but slower than machine vehicles, no fuel required. That's not bad. Okay, so if you find a bicycle early on, that allows you just to travel a little bit further if you're trying to get to somewhere. That's nice. Loads of stuff to UI, but I really wanted to look at the gameplay things mostly. That's really, really cool. So, I mean, this is a cool 3D effect. I mean, this guy on the right, he doesn't look like he has a parachute, so, I mean, good luck to him. He's kind of like diving with no parachute with a shotgun on his back, but he looks goddamn badass, so hey. I think they've done a really good job of just trying to optimize this game. I think one of the biggest complaints that people had about the game was that it wasn't really very fully optimized. Can I purchase one of these? I can purchase loads of these. What the hell? Great. Purchase another. Okay. These all suck. All sucks. But let's maybe make my lass look a little bit better. Roll female. That's not how you do it. Close. There you go. Put those on. Hey, now we look like we're some sort of commando. Right. Let's jump into the game. Silver 3, as you can see, doing some insane work here. Right. I skipped the lobby because the lobby can be quite boring sometimes. Let's see where we're jumping. Now, I actually think we're in range to potentially jump to thermal power, so that's where I'm going to click. I want to test out whether this optimized parachute slowing actually makes a difference or not, and I've been told good things about thermal power. So as soon as I can jump, let's do it. Going to keep myself level to try and go as far as possible. Pointing yourself downwards or vertically downwards is going to increase your speed to the floor, but that's not my main priority here. My main priority is trying to cover distance. I'm probably close enough to not have to open my parachute now, so I'm just going to open it when it drops, and then I'm going to have a look around, see if anyone's dropped with me. Couple of people have dropped with me, so let's see how that goes. I'm just again pointing myself forwards. I should be able to drop right into thermal power, but I think someone is also going to drop with me. I'm going to try and aim for this opening in the fence when I get into these I want to get into these things here. Oh, backpack straight away. Nice. Rifle compensator, I'll take that because that could be good. Red dot sight is good, but no weapons as of yet. Gonna get into the next location. There will be another guy here, I feel, so quicker I can get a weapon, which is, I'll take the M4 over the AR. Just prefer it. because if I can find the attachments, that's always going to be a good thing, of which I found one already, so there we go. Level 1 body armor, that is always nice. Let's have a look in this next building. Over here, rifle ammo, ooh, AK. I'm going to stick with the M4 this game. I usually like going for the AK, but... level 3 backpack. I'm not going to take the shotgun as of yet. Just want to find an M4 stock and a mag. And then we're in a great position. Hollow sight, I'll take that. Let's have a look around. What's that over there? Is that another sight? That's another sight. That's good. Rifle compensator. I think I've got one of those already, but I'm pretty sure that was one of the first things I picked up. But hey, never hurts to have a little bit extra. Nope. What is this over here? Level 1 armor. Okay, take the sports drink now. I need to be careful because there is definitely someone around here. Don't know exactly where though. Or at least they dropped in an area that was close. So you always need to be aware of where your enemies have dropped and always try and pay respect to that. Press F. Press F to pay respects. But yeah, you need to always respect where your enemy has dropped. Something that I've been doing quite recently is kind of not giving the enemies the kind of respect that they deserve. And so they've always been catching me out. Yeah, there we go. Yep. I pressed the wrong button. Okay. That was terrible because I pressed the scope instead of attack, but we got him in the end. Level 2 armor, nice, okay. Any of these are any good? No, but I will take the grenade. Not bad. Let's see, have I got anything to help me heal? I do not yet. So I'm going to have to just use the energy drink for now. I don't know what he looted, but I'm just going to assume he looted over this part, so we're going to stick over towards that part. We're already in the circle, so we don't need to move much, which is great. Someone told me you could find scars around this location. I don't know whether they were trolling me or not. I had to duck to get under there for some reason. But someone told me you could find scars. Maybe they meant in there. But I tried to parachute into there once and literally just like landed in the top of it and then got stuck. So I have a feeling I might have been getting trolled. I'm actually going to head out of thermal power. I reckon he would have looted that area. Like I said, I thought he was in that area when he landed. So let's head over to this cute little town over on this side. Reminder to self, don't use scope to try and kill someone when you can literally just tap on them. Bit of a mistake for me, but again, I didn't spam. I just took, kind of little burst shots, which is going to help my accuracy and help the recoil. If you just spam the shoot button, you're going to fire all over the place and you're not going to get a good trade-off. So I just kind of took small bursts, tapped on the fire button. That really helped me control my aim. Right, this doesn't look like it's been looted as far as I can see, which is great because if I can find like a better scope and a helmet and stuff like that, I'll be better. Oh, that's nice. I need that. I've already got a good backpack. I don't need to worry too much about that. Okay, have a look in here. You know what? I'll take the ammo. The flash hider. I don't really care about flash hider personally. HP bandage, nice. Yeah, I don't really care about flash hider personally. I'm really into having like I really like the silencer obviously, and I really like compensator. I don't really particularly like the flash hider. I don't think it really does too much. I would always prefer to have a compensator or a silencer over a flash hider. In fact, what I generally like to have is a silencer for the mid game, because obviously when the circle is large, you want the silencer to be able to keep your position safe. But obviously when the circle goes down to a lower level, you don't really need a silencer as much because they're going to see you because the circle is going to be so small. So what you really need at that point, what I generally tend to look for is having a compensator. So I like to have a silencer for the mid game where I can get those long range kills and not many people can see me and it doesn't reveal my position. And in the late game, I want a compensator to help me get accurate shots and also just make sure I'm landing the damage. So that's kind of what I think about the two. Let's have a look how much damage my body armor has taken. 179. It's still pretty good. It's still pretty healthy. I don't need many more chicken dinners. I've got enough. So yeah, you want to have a silencer for the mid game, so you can't be spotted when you're shooting people from range. But for the late game, you really want a compensator because they're going to see you regardless. Like you're all really close to each other in the late game. 2x scope is better than nothing. So you want to be able to have that compensator to start attacking people and have the stability, and also just make sure you're landing that damage. That is my advice when it comes to attachments for the end of the guns. And people have asked me what the triangle grip and the vertical grip mean. They both reduce recoil, but they reduce recoil in different planes. The vertical grip, as it suggests, is better for vertical recoil. So often for long-range shooting, it's better to have the vertical grip, and the triangle grip, or the angled grip as it's called in sniper rifle silencer. I am going to take that simply because if I find a sniper rifle, so yeah, we were saying about the horizontal grip is better for firing from the hip, and also just sort of horizontal recoil. So that's the two different hollow sight there. Okay, so those are the two different types of grip. The stock reduces recoil for the M4 as well, so helps you keep your M4 shooting more stable. I have a helmet finally. I don't know how I hadn't found a helmet before this, but now we have. Rifle flash hider again. I don't really care about the rifle flash hider. Like, if you're going to come up on the map with a flash hider anyway, doesn't really matter, does it? Is this a stock? I still haven't found a stock. I can't jump off the roof anymore because, again, that full damage is there, which I genuinely think is a good change. Like, people could just jump off these roofs and they would get, like, absolutely no punishment for doing so. Where is the bloody stairs gone? I think they're in here. So I like the change there. So we got that one kill early on. We're on the edge of the circle. We're in a really safe spot, actually. Again, I'll just take the time to explain. Ooh, shoot. I'll take the time to explain. We had the, if you follow my little dots, we had the plane there. I jumped very far to get to thermal power. The majority of people will have jumped across this line to Bitter Lake, Echo Valley, Factory, Chemical Depot. I am unlikely to run into anybody for a while. There was at least 2 people that dropped in my area, and I'm very aware of that. But I killed one of them, and the other guy's probably already long gone by this point. He's not going to be heading out of the circle, because obviously you don't want to do that. So we can assume now that we can make a pretty calculated run up towards the north of this circle, and we'll be in a good position. I will probably find that a lot of the houses along here have been looted. So we're not going to get a huge amount of loot from this, but we'll see what we can do. So I'm just going to really be hoping for a sniper rifle now at this point. So if I can find a crate or an AWM, that's spicy. So the other guy dropped around here. There's a crate. Is that in a contestable position for me? Yes. Do I want to contest it? Probably not. I don't think I have the resources to go all guns blazing. I've got an M4 with 2x. I'm gonna play this safe. Let's have a look what's here. Rifle QD mag, that's not bad. If for close range fights, let's have a look in here. Nothing. I mean, I'm just gonna take the shotgun at the end of the day, simply because I could have taken shotgun chokes, but you know, if I ever got locked into a really close range fight, or we end up in an urban area and we're fighting in buildings for the last sort of circle, obviously the shotgun's going to give me some benefits, so I'm just going to pick up the shotgun for now. But if I find a sniper, I'm going to ditch the shotgun, because the success I've had on this game so far has been with the AWM. Let's have a look in here. Whoa, 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 whoa. There is stuff all over the place in here. Is there anything good? Because I find scrolling down is like almost impossible. No, we're just going to assume nothing. Don't really need any more rifle ammo. If I get through 290 ammo this game, like, I'm going to be impressed. Could pick it up for just for the pure sake that I've got the space to do so, but oh, this is open. Now I've got to be careful. Level 2 armor. What armor have I got? No, that's level 2 armor. It's probably got full durability. Alright. So we're going to assume that someone has been here, because Although there was a completely unlooted building, these have all been looted. Now, I'm only after an M4 stock and a better scope, so I'm still going to check them out because... Oh, and see, like people, I'm still picking up useful stuff even though it's been looted. People will just leave crap on the floor that they don't need, and sometimes that crap is exactly what you need. So it is always good to check these buildings that have been looted, just simply because they can hold some good stuff for you. Oh, there is literally a dead guy here. With a choke. That's nice, because, again, I've now got an equipped shotgun, fully loaded and fully stocked, and all it took was just following the footsteps of someone who's already looted, and they didn't need that stuff, so I did. So it's always worth just double-checking loot locations. Nothing wrong with looting an area that someone's already looted, simply because there are so many guns that are offered in this game, they're not going to be able to pick them all up. So he's dead. That must mean there must have been someone, at least 2 other people in this area. Now, if I were him, I'd be heading up along the coastline, just skirting the outside and keeping yourself in the circle. So if I can get behind him and catch him off guard, that's going to be a really good thing for me. I'm going to grab this sports drink. If you drink a sports drink, it gives you HP regeneration and it also increases your movement speed. I don't feel like I need to increase my movement speed right now. So now this is where you have to be careful because the coastline is a really good area for defense. There's another dead guy over there. Rightio. Again, he might have some cool stuff for me. He is out dead outside that building. People do like to hide in those little buildings over there. Goodness, this is starting to get tense. Where are we heading to now? We're nearly at Mass Out Factory. Or Maze Out Factory, I don't know how you pronounce that. Is that the guy in the distance over there? No. That was my eyes playing tricks on me. So I don't really have the loot to give me the best chance of winning this game, so it's all going to be about my positioning and trying to pay respects to people and obviously making sure that I can keep myself in the best position possible. I am probably going to loot this guy and head back towards the coast is going to be my main aim, I think. Again, I just want a slightly bigger scope. Slightly bigger scope and then we're good. None of that is what I want. Oh, there was another loot thing there though. Oh no, I can't click on it. Never mind. Right, he didn't really have anything that I wanted. So now we're going to actually probably just stay here. Because the circle's here. Stay on the outside of the circle. I don't think anyone will have come the direction that I come from, so I'm probably going to keep my back turned that way and have a look towards this set of buildings, which is where I assume someone might have been hiding out. It's a pretty good location to skirt on the edge of the circle, because if you can hold it and the circle favours you, you're in a good position. The circle has not favoured it, though. The gods of the circle have said that little town is doomed, so if someone's in there, I'm going to wait for them. Now, honestly, the best way to wait is to prone. If you're not bothered about seeing anybody and trying to shoot anybody, like through your scopes, it's very hard to shoot through your scopes with prone. But proning is a really good way to just keep an eye on with third person and have a look around you without really giving away your location too much. I have way too often been caught up in a situation where I'm running and someone proned who I just haven't seen has popped up and killed me. So proning is a really good way, and you can also use the eye. I like to move around though personally, because if I see someone in front of me, I like to have the ability to just pop up and shoot them. You can also use the eye, so just proning and looking around you is a really good way to essentially not give away your position, but also keep an eye on someone else. So only 22 left. 22 left, and we've got quite a big circle to work with. Now, I'm fully expecting people to come from the north, because that's where the plane went. So if I want to catch someone, I think they're more than likely to be coming from this location over here. So I'm more probably, while I'm proned, I'm not as susceptible unless someone walks behind me. But I can just, you can't turn around quickly when proned. But I can just spin my eye around every so often and perform some demonic head turn to just look behind me. So there's 19 people left. Kind of proning is boring though, isn't it, guys? We don't want to do it forever. Kind of want to wait to see where the circle drops, but So it's the balance we make. It's between entertainment value and winning the game. Which will win out? Probably winning the game. I'm too competitive. I'm too competitive. Okay. So I'm fairly certain that no one's coming from this direction, because that's the direction I came from. It was a very far drop away from the plane. The only reason you'd go there is to try and take advantage of this area, which is near the coast. But I feel like the circle's going to actually come inland anyway. I'd be very lucky if it popped on my side. So my next circle is likely going to force me to move. Again, can't see anyone with my terrible 2x scope. Would have loved to sniper this game. I'm just going to head in a little bit to the north of this circle. Move in slightly. I'm going to run here. It's often... I like crouching most places because you don't give away your footsteps. Crouching means you don't come up on the radar with footsteps. But also, when you're running through open areas, it is quite risky. So, you'd be very brave to still be in that little town now and run at the very last moment. I would do it. I'd run at the very last moment, and that would catch people off guard sometimes. But if you're not moving now, you are going to start to take damage, and no one likes to take damage. Especially if you're going to find someone looking at this town and you're trying to run through the gas taking damage. It's never a good thing. So I think we can safely assume that we are alone on this portion of the map. However, there is a likelihood that people could be up there at Mazalt Factory, so we're going to go have a look there. And I know the circle is further to the south of me, but I want to try and catch people out, you know. Like, I want to see someone coming from Mazalt Factory and shoot them down. So I'm going to prone and just see if I can see anyone coming. Because, again, Mazalt Factory is to the north. You know, there would have been like a battle royale over there. There would have been like almost like a Hunger Games type style. And someone will be coming from that area. Just because it's most likely that people dropped in that area to begin with. Depends on how far they went to loot, I suppose. But is that someone? I thought I just saw someone rendered like proning there, but I can't see. Let's just keep an eye out. Again, what I like to do is kind of wait until the very last moment till I have to move, because it means that it's more likely that I'm not going to get caught by surprise. I want to run with the circle as best I can. So when this gets to about 15, maybe 30 seconds, I'm going to start to move. There is no like real need for me to move right now. I have time on my side. A lot of people see the circle and they're like, "Ah, crap, we've got to run like right now." But you don't actually have to do that. You can wait a little bit longer, scope out where people are, and then make your move. Running directly to the circle, it just means you're opening up behind you as an area where you're going to get potentially you know, hurt. So I wait until sort of almost when the blue is about to start moving, and then I'm going to start to make my way over. Obviously, the later this goes in the game, the riskier that tactic is, because if you don't quite time it right, then obviously you're going to take more damage from the gas, and no one likes taking more damage from the gas. The only other drawback of this is if someone gets into the circle, gets a defensive position, and you are forced to run into the circle, you are just basically going to be playing like Saving Private Ryan, and you have to kind of just run through gunfire. But I think we're okay for the moment. Only 10 left, and I've only managed to see like one person all game. I play a really safe game, guys. Like you can play an all guns blazing game, but I often feel like I die, and it's all about who finds the gun at the start of the drop in those kind of situations. Now, I am a little bit worried about that house over there, but no one seems to be looking out of it right now. Remember what I talked about, that houses, when you're in a house, you have an advantage over the enemy because of just the way that the game renders. You have to be very careful when approaching a house because they will be able to see you before you can see them. And that's a very important thing to note. I'm going to prone now. But yeah, they will be able to see you before you can see them. So when you approach a house, you have to be very careful about the way you approach it. There is a car right there, which indicates that either that car is spawned there or someone has driven and gone into this house. Now, at this stage in the game, I'm going to just hang on the edge of the circle. I'm going to keep proned, and I'm going to be looking around for people to try and pop off and shoot. Really, I want to come from a position over the next few circles where I can take a height advantage, or I can take advantage of natural terrain to protect me. I am really, really close to the edge of the circle, though. And if anyone is in this building, I'll keep an eye on them. These two windows here. See, at this range, I can get a pop-off shot onto someone in the window, but usually if you're trying to approach a building from a distance, they'll be able to see you before you can see them. So again, I'm just going to wait a little bit before making a mad dash to the circle. If anyone has been in this building, they will move probably more than likely soon. I also have to be very wary of this location over here. I'm probably going to move like directly the way that the circle is telling me to move. Oh, there we go. Nice. So I saw him prone there, and it's very difficult to move when you're proned. So I was just like, screw it, start firing, and hopefully he's going to provide me with some nice little goodies as I get to the circle. If I can get like I think 2 times is probably fine now because the circle's getting so small, but I actually really do like 4 times regardless. And he picked off another person for me. Like, he was playing that prone tactic that you sometimes see people play. Level 3 helmet, level 3 body armor, rifle QD mag, rifle ammo. Nice. That's really awesome. I wonder if I can have enough time to go and grab this guy's stuff. That was awesome. Like, having level 3 stuff is awesome. Let's have a look. Nothing crazy. Sports drink. AKM that looks pretty stocked out. And I'm going to head... The only problem with my positioning here is that I'm on the edge of a hill. Now, there's not likely going to be anyone behind me because of how much damage the circle's doing, but it also means moving up is going to be to my disadvantage. So I'm just going to prone down here. I'm just going to pop an energy drink. Popping a sports drink at this point in time is really good because you want to have the energy regen, but you also want to have the movement speed bonus. How many people are left now? 3. Okay. Going to have to be very careful. The likelihood is they're over this hill. Don't think anyone's likely to be in my area, so they're just going to be on the opposite side of the circle, I think. Do I just prone and start moving? Yeah, probably. Use my eye to try and get an indication as to where someone is. You can hear people when they move very close to you and they're proned. So just be aware of that. Always keep your ears out. Oh no, I actually have to move. This is terrible. I reckon someone's probably in that building. I reckon someone could be over there in that mess. There's 2 deaths over there. So there's definitely been a fight, and I reckon someone's in the building. Just about where the other person is, they could be over there. But I am going to have to move. So I could move slowly here. Or I could just make a move round the outside. I know that I want to go to that tree in front of me. It's just how I get there. Popping up at this point. There we go. There we go. Okay, that was crazy. So the other guy has either got to be in the circle already, or he's got to be in that house, or behind me, like I said. Kind of have no idea where he is at this point. That was a nice kill, though. I'm going to head over to the house. Not to the house, to the safe zone. Best position for me to get a win now is to just get into the safe zone and try and fight it from the safe zone. But, Christ. Can't work out if that's a person or not. Oh, this is tense. It's tense. Me versus some dude. So I'm in the safe zone now. So I'm expecting to see him. He could be crawling towards the safe zone, I guess. This could be time for me to start, like, blasting grenades everywhere. I don't think he's down there. That's not him, is it? What the hell? Damn it. Oh, I only knew it was him because the auto-aim started auto-aiming on him, and I was like, crap, like that actually might be him, and then he must have just seen me at the last moment. Oh, so close. So close. Oh, if only I'd taken a more decisive decision. I took like 2 or 3 seconds to decide that was him. I might have had the jump on him there. I'm surprised that he didn't see me though. That was dumb. But my God, that was a close game. So I got second. It kind of feels bad, man, because I could have had first. I knew I could have had first, and I screwed it up. But hey, whatever. I'm still really enjoying this game, and it allows me to post maybe not daily content of Vainglory, but daily content of mobile gaming, which is kind of where I want the channel to go. I want to be primarily Vainglory focused, but I also want to do a lot more mobile gaming on here as well. So if you have any games you guys would like me to try out, feel free to suggest them in the comments, and I'll see if I can get around to them. I'll see you soon.